my brother, and of course, Moye, National House of Assembly members, I must come to apologize to you people sincerely because I didn't like the way you were standing. But I take our apologies personally and on behalf of all of us. Other House of Assembly members, Mr. Speaker, you know, I'm sure that we have a voice vote here. NLC and TUC leaders, other stakeholders, because I can see all major stakeholders. I think everybody has spoken. What we did, and when Governor Otti spoke, I believe he spoke for both of us, in the sense that we discussed at length, consulted at length, and Governor Otti agreed to take this issue on with Abure. And I was surprised when I saw, when we met and he told me his reply, and when I started reading certain things about his private meeting and conversation in national newspaper, I was shocked. Sorry, it's not on a mission. I was shocked. But if you know me very well, I usually operate from point of weakness. It is better that people say you're weak because it allows me to exhaust reason. You must exhaust reason before you fight, before you ask anything. So we went to court. And I'm sure you know I've followed court in this country viciously. I'm the first governor to come through court, to come back from impeachment, and to change the electoral calendar in this country. Forever. So I believe in court process. And I share what my brother Datti said. In this case, the court has taken the rightful position. They've done the right thing. It is for all of us to go out. We are not saying we've won. Labour Party won. The future of Labour Party is that any party that would have been a party of choice today in this country, if not for the delay and going through that process, it would have been Labour Party. But I assure you, it will be a party of tomorrow. Some have speculated all sorts of things. Some have even said, oh, he has left Labour Party. Some of us are on our way out. Some of us are on our way this. Let me assure you, we are Labour Party members. I have never discussed with any other party. If we are going to discuss with anybody, we'll discuss it jointly from our house as Labour Party. No party will tell you that they've seen me discussing with them. And like I always say, Governor, we would sit down and discuss. Everybody, leadership, stakeholders will say, we want to be part of this. It is not P2B's choice. It is choice of everybody. We must move and do everything we are doing as a family because we're choosing to be family. And this family does not exclude anybody. Like Governor Otti has said, let's do the right thing. Let's go and do from ward to local government, to state, to zone, come and do it nationally. Nobody, everybody is free to contest. Everybody is free to. By the time the caretaker comes out with whatever they want, everybody is free. Nobody is excluded. Nobody is excluded. And we'll ensure fairness, We want to build a party that will be fair, a party that will be just, a party that people can look at and say, this is how this party is. We want to go into the next election knowing fully well that we're offering Nigerians the best of people and competent people for House of Assembly, for House of Rep, for Senate, for Governor, for any level of election. So we want to be ready. We want to correct even mistakes we made in the past. Because there were mistakes. So we need to correct it. We are going to be sure that whoever wants to contest House of Assembly now will be a Labour member. Not on transit, not passing by. We want to be sure that those who go to House of Rep are not passerby. They are members of our party. And they are competent. And they will stand with the party. Because we want to be a party of ideology. Not party where you just elect people and they become whatever goes on. And I thank those who stood, especially my brother there, at the time, even if you were a lone voice, be alone. We must have senators who agree with us. That is what we want. Even if we go and fail, we fail. But it is better to fail being right than be on the side of wrong. That is what we want. And we're going to do that. For Nigeria, do not fear anybody. Those who feared yesterday had not done it better. We must speak when things are wrong. Nigeria is collapsing. Anybody can say anything. The numbers are clear. The indices are clear. Very clear. More and more people are poorer. If you want, go to your village. The people who are begging now are no longer, there are even people who are that are no longer people who used to feed and are begging. Even in this hotel. Every time I enter this hotel now, I see people who are telling me, Oga, I just came to Abuja, I can't go back. In this hotel. So that shows you, these are where I used to come here. People say, Oga, will you drink? Come and eat. Come and do this. Nobody's offering me anything now. They're asking me to bring something. That shows how bad it is. When you now see somebody with Abba telling you, I can't go back. You see, they don't enter anybody. So let us know that things are difficult. Things are bad. It is time for all of us to come together. I thank those of you who are doing very well, and let us stand together and ensure that the right things, starting from our party, are done. So, Chair and leaders, I must thank all of you. Thank our performing governor.
Yes,
thank all those who are here for their contribution, for their support and everything. I know that Datti came back for this. Some of the senators, Ogene and Co. and everything. I heard you've been removed as caucus leader. I said I didn't see your replacement here. So I think we have our own minority chief whip and everything. So we thank everybody. Let us remain firm as a family. We have a lot of work to do. Let's go and face that work and do it justly. Loving each other. If there's anybody who has shown us hatred, let's show them love. We can't reply with this thing. So we must extend love to everybody. We must be part of everything that is happening. We must remember that families do disagree and reconcile and move on as a family. So let us call whatever has happened the past. Let's march on the future, assuring that we will get to where we're going. Labour Party, Labour Party, that is where we're going to go. Thank you and God bless us.
Consequent upon the foregoing,
the decisions of both trial court and the court below recognizing Barrister Julius Aburi as the national chairman of the first respondent are hereby set aside, and suit number FXC is hereby struck out for want of jurisdiction. In the same vein, the first respondent's cross appeal, and that is INEC, and no, that's the Labour Party under Aburi, is being an offshoot of the same judgment of the court below, is hereby dismissed. Before I am done, may I admonish political parties and their members to endeavor to always allow their constitutions, rules, regulations, and guidelines to guide them in choosing their officers as well as candidates. That way, incessant internal risks, which always find their way to court, should be reduced. If the constitution of a political party has prescribed duration for tenure of office of an officer such as this one, such officer should be humble enough to leave at the expiration of the tenure. In the final analysis, I find this appeal to be meritorious and is hereby allowed. Party shall bear their respective course. Appeal allowed. And this is signed by Honorable Justice John Okoro, Justice of the Supreme Court.
And retired that are seated here. I'd like to recognize the Secretary of the Caretaker Committee, Distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha, the leader of the House of Reps Caucus, Honorable Ogene. Let me use you to reach out to your colleagues, both serving and retired. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all our governorship candidates and other candidates of Labour Party who are here, I want to welcome you and thank you for finding time to be here in person. On behalf of all of you, I accept the apologies of the chairman of the Caretaker Committee. I think she may have been overwhelmed because there will be no more than 40 or 50 apologies, and I know you're a woman of excellence. I want to say, like I had said before, that it is a welcome relief that the Supreme Court gave the judgment that they gave on Friday, whose certified true copy just arrived minutes ago, the 48 pages. The 48-page document was very clear in saying that it is all of you seated here that constitute the leadership of the party. I also want to make the point that we are law-abiding people. We sat on the 4th of September 2024 in Umuahia, where we unanimously elected a 29-member caretaker committee. Shortly after that exercise, our brothers on the other side went to court and got a judgment that pronounced them the leaders of the party. If we were not law-abiding, we would have started dragging the office. But we all said, since there was a court judgment, let us follow the process. And the process ended on Friday. We expected that everybody who actually wants the survival and the progress of democracy in Nigeria and that of Labour Party would have accepted that judgment. In any case, you don't have a choice because Supreme Court is the final arbiter in matters like this. So you may not like the judgment, but you must obey the judgment. Anybody who is doing anything else is constituting himself into a law by himself. Now, I like the tone of the speech that was made by our national chairman. And instead of being aggressive like they have been, threatening people with expulsion and suspension, she called on all of them to come back so that we can all sit down and rebuild this party. Those who have their ears, please, I would like to join our national chairman in appealing to them. There is no need fighting. I had sat with Mr. Bure last year, and I asked him, I said, what do you really want? And he said he didn't want anything. I said, okay, I can speak to my leaders, and you can become a BOT chairman. I offer that with their approval. Or if you want to still lead this party, let's go through the process. Go and purchase a form when the process starts, and if you win, you return as chairman. But I also gave him some pieces of advice. I said, if I were you, I wouldn't want to lead people who wouldn't want me to lead them. So if you come into this kind of room and I present myself and I said I want to be your chairman, and you say you don't want me to be, there is no way I can impose myself. So we are still extending the olive branch to him and those in the former National Working Committee to sheath their sword. There's no need fighting. They will just be delaying the doomsday because it will still happen. The process of setting up a National Working Committee starts from the ward. You go through ward congresses, local government congresses, state congresses, zonal congresses, and then you now elect delegates that will go for the national convention. You cannot start, if you want to build a 3-story building, you cannot start from the 3rd floor. You must start from foundation. So, and I'm sure that our experienced caretaker committee members will do the right thing at the appropriate time. They are not interested in leading the party. All they are interested in is midwifing those that will lead the party. And I know we heard this discussion. They don't have any interest other than ensuring that our party remains strong. So on this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me congratulate all of you for remaining firm and resolute, for also respecting the rule of law, for not taking the law into your hands. And our party, the rebuilding of our party starts today. I want to also commit that I will stand by the caretaker committee. I will support them anyhow I can to ensure that the process is completed in no distant future so that our party can take off. Thank you very much for listening.
A lot is happening in this Nigeria, and my question is, if Peter Obi come 2027 as president, will you vote him or will you vote another person? See, in as much as we need a better country, we should also choose a better leader for our country as well. Anyway, you watch the videos, and this particular one, I had to mute it to talk to you guys because you guys are the best, and I want to appreciate your massive love and support in my videos. Like, if I don't love you guys, I don't know what I go gain. Please, if you come across my channel very first time, Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell. You'll get notified each time we drop a new video. Okay, it's all about entertainment, celebrity gist, politics, and latest movies review. We do a lot here, and I believe that you're going to enjoy every one of it. Okay, like they asked this man what he thinks about the politics. He said they should leave tribalisms and then do things genuinely, so that we'll be able to unite in one accord and make a better country. If you don't unite, how will you be able to make peace? How will peace reign? How will things become easy for people? And I kind of understand a speech coming from a country like this. See, may we leave this tribalism, because when we go heaven, nothing like tribalism, nothing like tribe, I'm this, I'm that. Everybody will judge accordingly to what you have done before, and you are going to answer each of them. See you in my next video.